Just like that, black magic.
Black Magic on Surrey Hills Community Radio. Thank you very much for joining me. It is the Morgan McCrow Show with you now all the way till 7 p.m. It is a lovely evening coming out there. So thank you very much for joining me and listening to my show. Right, I caught up with Al Pinkerton, MP, this morning to talk all things VE Day. Hello Al, it is very good to see you again today, and we are here at Manor Fruit Farm in Normandy to remember VE Day for 80 years.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you so much. What a great day.
So let's start. Why is VE Day so important to you?
I mean, this is an extraordinary day. You know, we're now at 80 years since really one of Britain's greatest military victories, together with allies, over one of the worst scourges of evil that the world has ever known. And it's also an opportunity. You know, we do commemoration really well in the UK, but we don't necessarily do celebration very well. And I think today is that odd balance of both commemoration and celebration. Celebration for an extraordinary achievement. Frankly, a whole generation of young men and young women who put themselves out on the line for the fight for freedom. And that's what we should be celebrating today.
Thank you. How can the younger generation keep VE Day alive?
Well, I think by doing things like this. So this morning we've had a flag raising ceremony, we've had a lovely group of people, we had people from the local school as well, just paying their respects, noting the day. But you know, the very best way to keep the spirit of VE Day alive is through the values that people live by. So, you know, the generation that fought so hard for this country and for the cause of freedom, they were selfless, they united in adversity, and we're going through similar times now. You know, we are again, you know, more divided. We've got major challenges on the scene, but that unity that generation showed, those are the kind of values, that's the kind of spirit that I think young people could keep the spirit of VE Day alive by showing.
How does it make you feel that so many local people have come out today to celebrate VE Day?
Well, it's been completely wonderful. We've had people of every age virtually here. We've had military veterans who are probably in the 60s, 70s and 80s. We've had middle-aged people. We've had children from the local school. It's been an absolutely terrific showing here, and I know that's going to be replicated across the country as well. And it's so important that the next generation are involved, because they're the ones who are going to be keeping the memory of those events 80 years ago alive into the future.
Does your family have any sort of connection with VE Day?
Well, yes, in a curious way, because it was shortly after VE Day that actually my grandfather joined the army. So he wasn't a national serviceman. He joined the army, and so he wasn't around for the main fighting in Europe, but he joined and was almost immediately sent to Palestine, which of course is a territory that is again riven with conflict today. So he was sent to Jerusalem. He dodged the bombs and the bullets of various Israeli terrorist or emerging Israeli terrorist groups. He then went through Egypt and Sudan and into Eritrea. So in many ways today marks the start of what would become my grandfather's military journey, rather than the end as it was for so many others.
Thank you. And finally, what else are you doing today to celebrate VE Day?
It's a busy old day. We've got the 2-minute silence at midday. I know there have been events all over Surrey Heath. I'm going to the National Concert in London this evening, which will be fascinating, with the King and with a variety of artists, again to mark VE Day. And then on Saturday I've got a really big day of it. I'm back here in Normandy for the RBL, the Royal British Legion event, another RBL event in Camberley. I'm going to be in Windlesham giving a speech there at the Field of Remembrance. So it's a really rich and fruitful commemoration and celebration season.
Thank you, Al, for joining me today here at Manor Fruit Farm in Normandy and to celebrate VE Day 80 years.
Thank you so much.